Gather around, PureSkill family. This is your boy Sharif, and I'm back at it with another video. We're doing another gesture today. It's the gesture you see on your screen, but I have this drawn out for you because I want to show you guys something about drapery before we get into it. Obviously, you can see the girl on your screen has nice drapery and folds in her clothing and different things of that nature. So I just want to show you guys how to do some drapery and add the clothing into your art, because there's one thing to be able to do it from reference, and then there's a whole nother thing to be. It's actually not really a whole nother thing. It's really just, to me, this is how drapery goes. And I was taught these of course, basic ones. You'll probably be taught it one day a billion times and a billion times again. But there's the pipe fold right here. So right here, if you look at your screen, you got the pipe fold, and it's just basically these folds that kind of make cylinders in the cloth, from main point of tension. That's the main thing when it comes to drapery, identifying points of tension and different things like that. You got these zigzag folds where cloth is like bunching up together, but it's bunching up without a structure in between it. You understand what I'm saying? That's usually when that happens. And the form, spiral um folds are more when it's bunching up, but there is a structure in between. So like when you have an arm, like on mine, this is, well, this is more of a zigzag, but that's because it's like a lot bunched up. But like if it's more stretched out, you'll see more spiral. You understand what I'm saying? It's more spiral. Well, if you look at it from this camera, this is like zigzag, and then this is more spiral. It's not. It's That's a bad example, but you understand what I'm saying. Like when there's structure that is wrapping around, you'll get more of a spiral nature because it's more organized. But when it's just falling on top of each other, when it's bunches of it, even if there's a form into it, if it's bunches of it, that's what's gonna make it be more zigzaggy and more and you understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to. And then there's the half lock fold. I think there was another fold. Yeah, there's diaper folds and drapery folds, and then there's plenty of more folds, but these are like the basic ones, of course. So we got half lock fold. It's more like when you're folding. It's folding when the drapery is, when the clothing is folding. You understand what I'm saying? The hardest part about drapery is visual representation. So visual communication. You want to, when you're looking at reference for drapery, it's a little bit easier because it's right there. And what I tend to do is just pick out the folds that you're not going to draw all the folds. Don't waste your time drawing all the folds, and you'll see what I mean when I draw this girl right here. But you definitely don't want to draw all the folds. You just pick out the folds that really define the character and the shape and the feel of the clothing, the ones that make it catch your eye. You understand what I'm saying? You spend your time drawing all the folds, you're not, that's on you, buddy. You don't do that. Don't do that. But what's it called? These are like the main folds. This is, I have this written down from a class that I took, and the teacher taught us these folds. So I just drew them. That was on the board. And these are some homework assignments that I did for class. And then I'll do this girl for you guys right now. You know how we start. I'm gonna draw the head and how that connects to the body. In this point, I'm trying to, it kind of looks real like dynamic and angled. She's moving real seductively, you know what I'm saying? She moving with intention. She know what she trying to do. She know what she trying to get into. You know what I'm saying? right here, I'm gonna go. Oh, I probably drew it too low. I probably could go a little higher. But see, this is why you keep things simple. I always tell you guys to sketch so that erasing isn't bad. But at the same time, keeping things simple. If I had gone into so much detail drawing, if I started right here and started drawing the hood of the dress and the wrinkles right there, and then went down, it would be so heartbreaking to erase that right there. But because it was just a circle, a line, and another circle, who cares? You understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Keep things simple and get more complex. That's a major thing with art in general. And I'm going to talk about that and say that a billion times when I'm doing my art, whether it's me digitally sculpting or any other art form that I show on this channel. I'm always going to be talking about starting simple and getting more and more complex, going from simple to complex. Now, that's basically what she's doing. You could kind of see her face a little bit right there. But so this is how I would point out where all the clothing is and fill up the thing, because right now it looks stick figure like. And for a gesture, we don't want that. That's not what we did in the last gesture. But before you want to draw the body just by itself, you want to use your CSI. You want to use your CSI in order to do the same thing with the drapery that you did with the clothing. You don't want to have to think about it too much. Just pay attention to what the folds are. Not the folds. Don't get into the folds right now. I messed up my words. Don't get into the folds right now. You want to focus on what the shape of the dress is doing. What the dress is, what it looks like. Focus on that, not the folds, because the folds come next. So in general, the thing is just coming down like this. We got kind of a hood, coming right here. Now I know what you're saying, Shreve. I thought you said not to do folds. I didn't say to make it a flat 2D thing. I'm just saying this fold. This does look like one of the folds that she has in the image right here, but I'm only doing that because it's important in the structure of what the clothing is. You don't have to make sure that you only draw the silhouette. When I say draw what the shape of the clothing is, it doesn't mean draw the silhouette and outline it. It just means simply get what the clothing is doing. Don't focus on every fold right now. You'll get to that. And you again, just like the structure, you do this right, it makes your next part easier. If you're struggling on the next part, you might spend a lot of time trying to figure out what's wrong with that part, when in reality the problem was back when you started the drawing. You understand what I'm saying? But okay, so see, now we got a nice gesture, and it's going pretty well. Now what I want to do is emphasize these folds. Emphasizing these folds is what's gonna make you look impressive to a lot of people. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're so good, how did you do this? You're what? Oh my gosh. All you have to do next time someone tells you, you just refer them to my YouTube channel. Be like, hey, it's really Sharif over here. He giving me all the tips. It's not even me for real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be humble. Put somebody on sometime. Like, you being stingy at school and doing all the things. People don't like stingy people, bro. You gotta get off of that, man. I'm trying to help you out. But anyway, let's get to the more intricate folds. Now, what I will say is, when it comes to this shape, it does have a more like that and that to it, and that makes it look 10 times more interesting. It makes it look like a lily. Now she does have a little bit of her forehead coming out right there, but you can't really see that. No way. I don't even know why I'm drawing it. But what's it called? Okay, now you have a fold right here, and how I like to visually represent folds a lot of the times is you have your little structure right here, and you just have like that hook. You come in from behind and you hook it like that. Now the angle you do, now what's gonna differentiate a fold from a fold, from this fold from that fold, and different things like that, is the fact that how many is there, the angle, the direction, different things like that. But at the end of the day, a fold is always gonna start for me like that. But you put one right there, then you got a crisscross coming on. You have more right here, then you wanna you kind of have the spiral that we was talking about. You can get all types of folds from doing that, and I just like doing that because it makes it more intentional and you don't have to think about it much. I want to draw some of these back muscles right here because they're really well defined on her, and it gives her a lot of character. But even with these back folds, you see how I'm being very subtle with them and drawing the ones that are visually interesting. I'm choosing to do that. A lot of things, a lot of the time, what artists fail to do is understand the power of decision that they have. You are able to decide what goes in your drawing and what doesn't. You are able to decide, not able to, you have to decide what goes in your drawing, what's not in your drawing, how you're going to visually communicate how it goes in your drawing. Is visual communication is basically saying, this is here, I want to draw this and put this in. How am I going to do that? And it's not just simply saying, okay, how am I going to do that? Paint it, pencil sketch it, pen sketch it. It's not, I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like, how will I draw this? The same way when someone says how you draw a tiger. Well, let's go more minute. How do you draw this back muscle? Well, in this instant, I'm just going to draw like a little hook. Now, in another angle with a different pose, I might draw it a different way. But that's visual communication. You're communicating this backbone is very well seen for her by just drawing this nice little hook. And I really preach a lot of visual communication on this channel because it's important. And when I learned about it, it was very helpful. Now, back to the folds. I know this is what y'all waiting on. Okay, so what's it called? Let's just start at the top and go all the way down to the bottom. We're gonna go fold by fold and decide. Of course, we have the power of decision. We're gonna decide which folds are important, which ones aren't. We don't need to deal with that one. Can you see it from far away is the main point. Is it influencing the shape of the dress? Different things like that. Decide which ones are important, which ones not, and how we're gonna draw it. Simple. Okay, so this one, it's not even really a fold, but what it is just this, it crinkles right here, and it kind of has like a, oh, this right there. And I keep on drawing that. I don't know why I keep on drawing that, but I want to so bad, so I'm doing it. There's a fold right here that you can barely even see that really gives us the nice tension fold right there. What was that one, guys? That was a pipe fold. Now, just like over here, we came in with the hook and we hooked it down. That's really how I like to draw folds. That's me personally. Now, of course, you guys are different artists. Build your own style and do things. I always want to remind you guys that some things I do on here is just because that's how I do them. But visual communication is also your decision on how you want to do it. You might draw a fold differently or in a different way. You might rely heavily on shading to get your folds. That's impressive to me. Shoot, I would want to know how to do that. You got a nice, massively influencing fold right here that just comes down like that. And then one that kind of meets it and going like that, right? Now this fold right here has a lot more character than that. So it kind of comes in like this and goes up like that, right? Which introduces another fold coming down right here. So this is how you, this right here is a good example of like just layering the clothes on top of each other. So you see how you have this crease coming right here, you got the back of this dress coming in right here, and then this crease kind of connects to this back part and goes on top of this layer, right? So that's one layer, two layer. Then you have another crease come in on top of that and doesn't connect with those, but I just draw like it, like I draw it, but it doesn't connect. So then it feels like a third layer and it's just wrapping around, right? You understand what I'm saying? So you kind of have that several times here because it kind of just starts folding and wrapping in on itself at this point. What's it called? We got another crease right here, and like I said, you kind of just draw those creases with the, right there, right there. Then you want to do that same thing again, just to show that you understand what the fold is doing. I hope this coming out right. It looks pretty nice to me. I kind of want to erase some of this guideline right here, erase some of that. Yeah, I'm leaving it at that. You can see everything I do on YouTube, everything I do outside of YouTube. Just all my artwork's gonna be on there. I want y'all to like the artwork, like it up. I want y'all to comment on the artwork, ask questions, do all of those things. I'm trying to get it to you. Do all of those good stuff. I'm back at I'll back at it. I'll come back with another video. Y'all know what it is. Make sure to like the video.
I know it's Mike Lowry.
'Cause I'm Mike Lowry.